Hello, glorious, massive spillway that the water is subject to sudden rise in turbulence. When horn sounds proceed immediately to shore. I haven't been here when the horns went off, but she sure is a glorious, glorious spillway. She's my favorite, and we are back. Get excited. What is going on, you dirty old stash bags? It is me, and I just made the 3-hour drive to my favorite massive spillway. This spillway got drained 2 years ago. This is year 2 of the whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it was full of fish last year when Boo and I came, and it's actually the spot that I found out I liked fishing. I was fishing here one time on a family trip and saw some guy catch like a 70-pound flathead, 50-pound flathead, 40, and a bunch of 30s that looked small compared to the rest of them, which is amazing. And I don't think there's fish that size in here now, but it's just a story I like to tell. But anyway, we pretty much brought everything but the kitchen sink. I already took my 5 rods down there. I can only use 2 because it's so close to the lake. It's not technically the river yet, so you're only allowed 2 lines in Nebraska, but we'll make it work. We're gonna be mainly targeting wiper, flatheads, walleyes, shad. If we can catch some more shad on grass, I'll be stoked. We're gonna be throwing lures, throwing live bait, throwing cut bait. I brought a shad if we can't get any, and yeah, I'm really excited. I also want to give a big shout out to Boo. She pretty much forced me to go on this trip, or she didn't force me, but she pushed me to, and she's taking care of the kid and stuff, so shout out to Boo. Also, shout out to you guys for bearing with me. I haven't gone on a trip for a while. It's kind of been the same old spots over and over again, so shout out to you guys for still watching the hell out of them. It means a lot, but for now, we're running out of daylight. We are gonna fish into the night. I brought lights. See what the hell we can catch. Stuff and things, but bugs are eating my damn leg. Bye-bye. All righty, like I said, I already walked out to get my favorite left table. I'm not sure if it's the best table. Maybe the best table is over there where the current is. I just always set up over here, and I can walk around and do whatever the hell I want with lures, but I always like setting up here because it seems like during the day, the most shade is over here. At this point, it doesn't really matter because there's shade everywhere, but I mean, it's a comfort thing, you know? You get comfortable and stuff and things, but this is a lot slipperier than I remember. Maybe in my past videos I did say it was slippery. I know I have never fallen here, which is honestly a miracle because yeah, there's basically a thin layer of moss on the ground and you're walking through a couple inches of water, and it's finally starting to feel nice out right now, but today was 97, tomorrow's 97, the next day is 97. So standing in water will feel pretty good, but I think it's really gonna be a morning and evening bite, but yeah, this is the time when stuff happens. Early morning, late evening, not sure what the hell we're gonna do during the day while we're out here, but I am staying for 24 hours. Thanks again, Boo. I love you. I don't see any shad yet, but I'd imagine at some point there's shad, but I'll pop up a picture of when it was drained, because basically this just drops straight down to 12 feet deep. That's 12 feet all the way across, and you got at least 2 dozen pillars. They're very, very sharp, and they like to cut your line, so they can be a pain in the ass, but there is structure. It's one of the weirdest places I've ever fished. Definitely one of the bigger spillways that I fish. I'm excited to be here. I don't even know what to say. I haven't been on a trip for a while, and I've been wanting to come here for 6 months and just couldn't make it happen with the kiddos' schedule and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to Boo for the 3rd time. That's the last time I'm bringing it up. But yeah, seriously, shout out to Boo. Alrighty, all rigged up. My poles are a mess. They're gonna be the whole trip. Get used to it. But I thought about starting with the goldfish because I've never caught a flathead out of here of any size. Oh wait, never mind. Last time Boo and I were here, I caught a small one. But I have confidence in shad that doesn't have scale on the hooks. Hook's a little small, but they seem to take it pretty well here. Throw her out there and see where that gets us. They got some new picnic tables, boys and girls. I'm gonna have to show you those. They look all fancy pantsy, and a damn fish while I was tying this on damn near swam to my feet. I couldn't see what it was, but he saw me and dipped. I don't blame him. I'm not the prettiest, but Boo loves me for some reason. All right, so I know I wasn't gonna fish with night crawlers right away, but if you believed me, that's your problem. Pretty predictable. You should have known better. What actually happened is there's these ropes down the side of this wall. Once your lure gets caught in it, you ain't getting it back. So yeah, we're down to blade bait and a lipless already. Luckily, I brought an entire box of lures. So yeah, we should be fine. But for now, I just want to see what natural forage I can get from here. I saw a bluegill swim by, saw a bass swim by, saw a drumfish swim by, a bunch of little channels swim by. There's lots of chad swimming around. The one thing about the chad is I think the current's flowing a little harder when Boo and I we're here, so when I kick the moss out, it just goes downstream. It doesn't go into the actual spillway pool. That's a fish. Look at that. That, boys and girls, is either a wiper or a white bass. I'm not really sure. I think it's a wiper. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we just caught a monster wiper. Let's go home. I'm just kidding, but that is the target species. It's just a runt. I should throw just like a little curly-tailed grub is what I should be throwing, but we'll throw this for a little bit and then switch to that. If I catch like a little bluegill or a little drumfish, it's going in the live bait bucket, and we'll try that too. It's always good to have varieties. I just felt like right now I should be more or less preparing for the nighttime fishing rather than throwing lures, but I changed my mind a lot, so we'll probably switch back to the lures eventually. I've seen some pictures of big wipers recently, so that is not the max size. I don't know if there's any 10, 12 pounders, but there's some pretty decent one, and any wipey's a good wipey to me. But after about 2 or 3 of those, I'll take that back. But on the board. But yeah, see what else we can muster on night crawlers. Got about 20 minutes probably before it gets pitch black. And then we'll just double up on catfish poles and hope for the best. A bunch of stuff swirling out there at the surface. Let's see if I can get to those boogers. But I can with a bobber. I got to them without a bobber. I don't think they're Chad, they look weird. Kind of look like channel kitties at the surface. Small ones, but that's what it looked like to me. Shall we find out, ladies and gents? Do I got a boober? If I got a boober, I bet the second it hits the water, it gets 8. I think it just floated down past them a little too fast. Just for curiosity's sakes, you know? If I see fish, I try to catch them. I don't care what they are. Or at least catch a couple of them. Landed right in the middle of them. Probably scared him a notch though. No, well, he's thinking about it. How'd you guys see that blow up? I scared the rest of them. 99% sure it's a tiny channel kitty if I had to guess. I just have a feeling. Seen a lot of them. Yep. We ate some of these little boogers last time and they were actually pretty tasty. They were almost some of the best tasting catfish that I have ever had, so. There's no length limits on channels. You can keep 5 per person. So honestly, keeping 5 of these might not be a horrible idea for me for lunch or dinner or breakfast or whatever the hell I'm gonna do. But as of now, we got bigger hopes and dreams than eating 10-inch channel cats. Want some reasonable sized walleyes. I refuse to keep a wiper, even though people say they're good. They're not better than walleyes. I don't care what you say. It's just my opinion. You can have yours. Well, that was kind of awkwardly done, but I caught a crappie. Super fat crappie too. We'll let him go. He's our first crappie out of here. If we get another one, it's turning into bait. Ooh, what was that? I felt a little better. Tiniest hook on in North America though. Probably didn't help the cause. I'm gonna make a couple more casts of the night crawler, then we're putting on a grub or an underspin. One of the two. One of the two. Oh, that one's getting slammed, but I'm getting soaked. Tried venturing down, turned towards the current, and yeah, I could hear it clicking from all the way down there. When I was over here, you weren't getting hit. What's wrong with you? Well, actually, it was. It was just getting tapped by small fish, but that ain't a small fish. It doesn't seem like it anyway. Still got it too, I think. Yeah, he still got it. That was embarrassing. Oh, he still got it. I think. Is he just tiny, or do you switch directions that fast? Switch directions that fast? Is it a turtle? What is that? No, it's just a little one. I think a second one grabbed it though. That was not the one I missed originally. I had to get my embarrassing hook sets out of the way. Basically, to sum up the last while, it's almost dark, as you can see. It's actually, the water's colder than it should be for it being 95 every day, but I'll survive. That's just me whining. Threw a bunch of lures, lost a couple. Not fish, I lost a couple lures. And I missed a largemouth. That was also tiny. I caught the smallest wiper in North America. And what else happened? I caught a channel cat on a bobber, like a little tiny one. And I almost just caught like a pretty good eater size. I might have even kept him, to be honest. Can't keep him now because we lost him. He was just like holding on though. The hook wasn't even in his mouth. That first one though, that was damn near spooling, it seemed bigger, but I feel like I had like a 5-pounder, 5 to 10 pounder eating it. Briefly hooked him. I had to get my bad hook set for the day out of the way. And I think like a 2-pounder just grabbed it after the fact, which is very odd. Cause I'm pretty sure he came off. Whatever that first one was came off, and then the second one picked it up. I'm gonna throw lures a hair longer, but I'm gonna stay close to over here, I think, and yeah, go from there. I think I'm just gonna throw a little grub. Crappies around, wipers like grubs, walleyes like grubs. And yeah, I have newfound confidence in them to catch things. See what the most beat up grub in North America can catch before it gets completely dark, and then we'll be doing some catfishing. Got to go back and set up camp, and I don't know, I might cook something. Maybe. That was not a bad bite. You gonna come back for it, champ? I just snagged my only grub. Nope, got it. Most of the time the snags out far come out. It's these ropes close to the wall you gotta worry about. I was vertical jigging like I was when I caught that big wiper and the biggest walleye I've caught out of here. And I lost lures and got 0 bites. That doesn't mean we're giving up on it for good, but we're giving up on it for now. That's kind of the home run game plan. Right now we just need a damn base hit. Something's happening. Base hit, engage, single, pop fly, double. Something. There we go. Not bad, whatever it is. It's also on the wall. So I'm glad I retied. I don't think it's huge, but definitely ain't a bad start. And I think I actually hooked him. On the old Chad. Yeah, let's get a light going for you guys. How big are you, bud? You ain't bad. A little too big to keep. Kind of wish I would have landed that first one that grabbed it, but that's all right. I brought stuff to eat. We don't have to keep fish. Come here, bud. Get your ass over here. Oh, God. I hate landing fish here. That was fast. I just threw that Chad back out, and this one got it. I think this is about what we missed first. Maybe a 6 or 7 pound channel cat or something. And then a 2-pounder literally grabbed it right after, which was kind of weird. On the board, boys and girls. Nothing spectacular. But I don't know what it is about these channel cats at this place. They just feel sweeter and they fight harder. He's kind of got some cool colors on him too. It's kind of like modded. What is the word I'm looking for? Molted? Any hoodles. Maybe like a 5-pounder. Definitely fat and full of shad. I can tell you that for sure. Probably shouldn't put our reel in the water. It's already hanging on for dear life. Cool. On the board. No. They always do this. We'll at least try to get him, but if we don't, he'll just go down river. Got him. Sneaky little bastard. We're just gonna have to torpedo him. The current just pushes him down too fast. All right, bud. Thanks for playing. Mini POW on that one, you know. Got something. Fought like an SOB, I can tell you that for sure. For their size, they fight harder than pretty much any channel cats I catch. Get a fresh piece, get it back out, hopefully catch them. Are you shitting me? I was right on the wall. Just saw a drum bud swimming by and dropped my little curly tail grub right in the drum's face. The drum said no and the walleye ate it. He's tiny, but we're gonna see if he's 15. And also, good morning. Holy crap, you guys are dirty. Not much to report about last night. Yeah, the bugs were terrible. I did get one more bite, and the second my line got tight, my main line snapped. Kind of seemed like a wiper almost, but the channel cat's here angry, so it could have just been a channel cat. And yeah, we got our first bite on a lure. He's probably too small, but I'm gonna measure him anyway, because if he is big enough, I will keep him. Or maybe I won't measure him because I don't know if I have a measuring tape down here currently because I've been using him for the house. Nope, I got one. I think he's only about 13, but I'm always not very good at guessing on walleyes. If he's right at 15, we're keeping him. If he's not, we're letting him go. Nope. Almost pushing 14. Almost, but just getting started. Woke up a little later than I should have probably, but we're here bright and early. The term bright and early always is weird. I mean, if you're early, is it still kind of dark, right? I mean, if it's already bright out, are you really that early? Your walleye, bud. Any hoodles. Still doing the grub. Still got a piece of shad out. I didn't bring any goldfish down because the goldfish really didn't get hit. The shad was getting hit constantly during the day, and then for some reason turned to night and stopped getting bites completely. But yeah, I don't know. I did get that one bite at night that was really good. I didn't record it because it was embarrassing, but yeah, maybe it's a daytime bite or something. Shad's been out for a while though and hasn't gotten hit, which is concerning, but that's all right. She's out there. She's out there doing her thing, and we're right here doing our thing. So I was hoping to make one like really long video off of this trip. So I'm gonna fish most of the day today, but I don't know. We just haven't quite been doing it. With that being said, we got here with 45 minutes of daylight, and I was gonna record like the tent camping stuff, but that's not really that exciting, so I didn't. But slept pretty well. Woke up good, ready to rip. Hopefully something a little bit bigger than that. But we will take a walleye any day of the week. Something. I think it's a walleye. Might be a keeper. Took a while, but I got bit on the blade bait. Actually, I caught like an 8-incher as well. He's kind of gross. Got a weird sore on him. I think I'm gonna switch to live bait. I really don't want to catch any more channel catfish, to be honest with you. Really want to catch a walleye or a wiper. There's a bud down the way that's fishing with live chubs on the bottom. He hasn't been knocking their socks off, but he's got one walleye and one wiper. So we might have to reevaluate. This guy might be 15, but he's got some weird, I guess he just got a hole in him. Must have just came through the dam. If he's over 15, we'll keep his ass. It's gonna be close. Kinda got a derpy tail. But walleye number 3 of the day. You guys only saw 2, but trust me. The second one wasn't anything worth talking about. So we'll give this guy a measure. Probably go get the live bait just to up the odds on a walleye, wiper, or flathead and go from there. It's getting hotter than balls, but I'm still happy to be here, you know? I love this place. She ain't treating me the best this second, but I still love her. I still love her. 14 3/4. Got to be 15 to keep here in Nebraska, so back he goes. Back he goes. I'm gonna go get some live bait, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. That's a better bite. Come on, come on.
Never know. I've known walleye to.
Ain't bad. That's better. Just talking to one of the guys that were fishing around here, and he brought good luck, because this is definitely biggest fish of today, and it might be biggest fish of the trip. God, they're just so angry. Look at that clear water little channel kitty. There might be hope for us after all. They're just used to being in this current, and it just toughens them up, you know? Toughens him up. Even though he ain't giant, he is pretty and he fought hard. So we will take his ass. So yeah, we're not gonna keep him either. Even though the water's cold and clear and I bet he'd be delicious, I just don't want to. I've been fishing for like, I don't know, a long time. I mean, I slept for about 5 hours, but I've been here for about 20 hours. Caught 2 channels that size, a bunch of small walleyes. I'm giving up though. I need to get back home, and yeah, it's just middle of the day, summer grind. I'm happy to have caught that one though. Glad I stuck it out. I was sticking it out to try to catch a flathead or a wiper or a bigger walleye or something like that, but at this point we will sure as shit take a channel kitty, and yeah. gonna come back for revenge eventually. This is it for this trip, but maybe in the fall. When Boo and I came in the fall, it was pretty good, and the first time that I came was in the fall as well, so still it's good to get away. Haven't got to go on a trip, and yeah, it was fun nonetheless. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. Bye, big, glorious Spillway. I will miss you. Not as much as I missed you last time, but I will miss you. Stuff and things.